Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host, Definition. This is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between not seeing the show and seeing it. It's the channel where we explain it so you don't have to. This is the Twilight Zone. The show has just dropped its 4th episode in the Jordan Peele reboot, and A Traveller, like the mysterious character in the episode, definitely deserves a look into. Throughout this video, I'll be breaking down everything that you need to know about the show and its ending. From here on out, it's full spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen it yet, then I highly recommend that you turn off now. With that out the way, I hope you enjoyed the video. Now sit back, relax, and let's get into my ending explained breakdown of A Traveller. The episode opens on Christmas Eve and we join Yuka, an Alaskan state trooper, as she pulls into the station after busting her brother, which is a time-honoured tradition. Whilst the rest of her team appear to be full of Christmas joy, Yuka is attempting to keep her head down in the hopes of having a relatively quiet night. Every year, the police captain pardons an inmate in the holding cells to celebrate the holiday, and whilst it seems like Yuka's brother will be an easy go-to, things aren't as simple as they seem on the surface. After a mysterious star, or rather spaceship, is seen above the deputy office, a strange man appears in the cells, and this episode centers around discovering who exactly he is and what his intentions are. There's a cool little callback in the wrapping paper to an episode called The Dummy, which centered around a ventriloquist dealing with his apparently evil dummy. Captain Pendleton could also be a reference to Ellen Pendleton from the episode known as The Library, in which the character works in one which possesses stories on everyone's lives with terrifying accuracy. There's also a shot of a Christmas decoration that looks like the doll from the Living Doll episode, and a callback to Nightmare at 20,000 feet with a gremlin in a similar shot. Anyway, back to this episode. A Traveller, played by Steven Yeun, states that he just wants to be pardoned, and we learn that he's known as an extreme tourist and that he's travelled up to Alaska as the pardoning parties are world renowned and he wishes to be part of it. Yuka senses something off about him, and there are clear shots towards Russia throughout the episode which feel a bit over the top, especially with how much social commentary there already is in the show. They basically say that the country has never invented anything and steal everything, which, yeah. Anyway, Pendleton, overwhelmed by the idea of being famous, of course lets A Traveller be the one that is allowed to be pardoned, and he's paraded about the party as a famous YouTuber in the same way that my grandma does every time I'm around her house. A Traveller, aware that Yuka suspects something is up, keeps trying to taunt her with the present that he's brought for her, which he promises is something that she's always wanted for Christmas. Tensions escalate at the party when the power cuts, and we discover that due to an Air Force base, there have been several power outages in the area, which causes arguments within the town electorate. To make matters worse, upon stating that they will pardon Yuka's brother, A Traveller states that he shouldn't be freed as he stole some valuable tools, and therefore should remain confined. The questioning that arises from this causes A Traveller to reveal that he knows things about the people from the town, and he looks around the room revealing in-depth secrets about them, which causes the party to break out into a fight over funding and contracts surrounding the base. Pendleton calls the party off, but A Traveller remains to be questioned, which is when it's revealed that A Traveller lied about the tools and that he's actually an undercover agent here to unearth the corruption in the town. Whilst they don't believe him and escort him back to the cells, A Traveller hints that he's here for Pendleton and that he and Yuka will be working closely together soon. Pendleton claims he witnesses antennae coming out of A Traveller's head, but Yuka does not believe this, and it plays heavily into the episode's true meaning. A Traveller reveals that due to the town's lacking energy infrastructure, that attacking it would be very easy, and he states that Captain Pendleton has revealed this weakness to Russian invaders and that they are attacking soon, and Pendleton rushes out into the night to tip off his friends and stop them from being exposed by A Traveller's forces. In case you hadn't guessed it, this episode is heavily based on the apparent fake news that the Russian government spread during the Trump election. In the same way that such reports got people to turn on one another within America, A Traveller uses lies and over-exaggerations as well as the allure of power to make the characters in the episode opposites. The mayor fighting the people is a clear demonstration of this, and it's very apparent that A Traveller is manipulating the police office to destroy itself from the inside so that the Traveller's species can invade the area. A Traveller states that he's done nothing but lie to Yuka, and she investigated all of them except for the one thing that benefited her, which echoes Pendleton's hope for fame when he first arrived. This again showcases that people will only believe the truth that they are willing to accept. A traveller tells Yuka that it's too late to do anything about it, but she defiantly races out into the night to stop Pendleton and break up the fights happening amongst the citizens. Yuka holds Pendleton at gunpoint, revealing that the fact he's fled into the night means that it must be true. The two argue back and forth as Pendleton states it's only a lie if they choose to believe it, which is when spacecraft take over the area and A traveller reveals his true form. Yuka's brother relaxes with the alien and eats pie, content with the fact that they will be better rulers. In the end, Yuka had the opportunity to stop the entire event, but was too caught up in the moment and, like many, wanted power and would believe anything that she was told that would further this goal. This is a bittersweet example of how we must not get caught up in lies when making decisions, and how ultimately we are easily fooled by deceit dressed up as the truth. It's probably my favourite episode from the run thus far, and whilst the Russian bashing is pretty heavy-handed, I still had a lot of fun with this one. Obviously, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the episode and if you're enjoying the series so far. Make sure you comment below and let me know, and if you enjoyed this video then please like it, and make sure you check out my breakdown of the entire season thus far, which will be linked at the end. This is a channel for people who are never missing television, so if that's the kind of thing you like, you need to subscribe to Deffinition. Thanks again for taking the time to watch this, you've been the best, and I'll see you next time. Take care, peace.